November 20th meeting. Can I have a roll call, please?
Chair Balomo,
Here.
Commissioner Brandt is absent. Commissioner Shebrel,
Here.
Commissioner Tesdall,
Here.
Commissioner Lanchitsky,
Here.
Commissioner Huff is absent. Commissioner Jackson
Here.
and Youth Commissioner Jackson.
Here.
Perfect. And can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda from the last meeting?
I move to approve.
And a second?
I second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Perfect. Great. And then citizen comments, no one's online. Nope. Perfect. All right, on to commission business. We have the environment engagement event presentation. Perfect. Whatever you want to do, it's all good.
Sweet. Well, my name's Ellie. I just joined the city of Estacada as a Rare AmeriCorps member for this year. I started in September, so I'm very new. If there's anything you feel like I need to know, I probably do. So yeah, let me know. I am working as the outreach and engagement coordinator on water quality issues and the TMDL for the next year. And I am planning the first annual environmental engagement event, and then I'll be handing it off to you guys. So I'll let you pass them around since I'm holding the mic. Thank you. That's the poster for this year's event. And there's a description of the event on the back in case I tell you about it poorly. So you have something to take home with you. Essentially, the point of the event is to get people out into the community and interacting with all of the local and regional partners I'm interacting with every day, to learn more about the environmental issues, the water issues, and things like that are going on in the community. So they have the opportunity to learn about the new initiatives that the city is pushing, ways that they can promote like the things that they care about, like fishing, kayaking, like ways that they enjoy interacting with nature. They can protect those things and feel like they have opportunities to engage in that change, because a lot of the organizations that'll be there do have volunteer opportunities, and just creating a really low barrier, like accessible place to talk about the environment without it feeling like, why is no one else doing something about it? So bringing it to the community and making it feel accessible and like showing people how it interacts with things that they already care about. It's going to be an all ages event. So we're asking every booth and partner who's attending the event to bring an activity. So like PGE is going to bring a fish ladder activity. I believe the MacIver Park Rangers are going to bring like a fish screen that kids can play with. Forget what organization it is, but another organization is going to teach people how to make like homemade cleaners that are safer, and encourage everybody's kids to help their parents clean. So I'm sure people will appreciate that. And so we're really just trying to make it like a fun way to talk about the environment and not just something that's like daunting and controversial, especially with all of the like wastewater treatment plant discussions. I feel like it's important to get the word out about like what the water quality looks like in the community, how people can help promote and protect that. And yeah, I think that's what I've got right now. It's going to be at Wade Creek Park. Right now, I think we're looking at like 14 partners have signed up to attend the event. I'm still actively recruiting partners to come and attend and bring their cool stuff to show people. So if you guys have any ideas of organizations you'd like to be involved, that would be a great thing to let me know. My email is just, I should have put it on the sheet, but it's just ellie@cityofestacada.org. Yeah, do you guys have any questions?
Out of curiosity, the role that is it a permanent role that's going to be with the city ongoing?
No, actually, I'm just here for 11 months. So I started in September and I'll be here through the end of July. And essentially, my role is to set up events and materials, things that you guys can use on an ongoing basis. But I'm just here for temporary capacity to build out those projects and make them as low effort as possible to continue in the next couple of years. So I'm creating this event. I'm starting a civics academy, which is launching in January. It already was announced on social media, and it's going to start in January through February, which we'll invite community members into City Hall to teach them how local government works, what y'all do, and ways that they can get involved with that. I am doing a clean water initiative, which is essentially like a series of social media posts and resources I'm putting out to the community to teach them about different things like what's stormwater, what's TMDL, and so many of these things like I didn't know before I started. So I haven't perfected my language around like teaching the community because I'm also learning in the process. So I don't want to come off the wrong way with that. But yeah, that's essentially my role is being temporary capacity to build out these projects and make it as easy as possible to carry on after I leave. Any other questions?
Oh, that's all. You guys got anything?
Just a note that I think we penciled in May 4th for Arts in the Park, but ours is more movable than this, so we should just double check the date that we had
Oh, okay.
for that, and obviously we don't want to conflict.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Perfect.
they'll check that date, yeah.
Sorry, we just scheduled, I didn't know about any scheduling for that event. So sorry if
Yeah,
I'm stepping
that
on
one's
toes.
a lot
It's
easier for
minimal
us to
setup.
move, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We just wanted to schedule it close to Earth Day, so it's kind of like top of mind for people. Maybe they're feeling like, "Ooh, I forgot about Earth Day. I didn't do anything. What's that about?" So we're gonna post a reminder post on Earth Day Action and be like, "Hey, are you thinking about the environment? Are you curious what's going on in your ecosystems? Come hang out." Hopefully we get people's attention with that. Yeah.
Uh, So I know, so is the city gonna start posting like more, like links to be able to to find volunteer events? I know there have been some, like they just did one a couple weeks ago out in the forest. It was, I can't remember what they were doing.
Yeah, there was an ivy removal with Clackamas River Basin Council does those every once in a while. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, if we could get more, like a place on the city website where they could post that type of stuff and maybe get more volunteers that way, that would be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You know, I think that's a great idea. And I'm actually working on a water quality website right now. That's
Oh, nice.
part of my role. And I have broken it out into sections like things you can do in your home to promote water quality, things you can do like outside your home, like in your lawn and in your garden and things. And I wanted to have like in your community section. I think that would be a great place to
Okay.
house links like that. Like CRBC does a lot of volunteer opportunities. They do like invasive species removals, water quality sampling, all those kinds of things that they invite the public to.
Yeah.
And they're an ongoing resource. So I'll definitely incorporate some of those opportunities there. I wasn't sure what to put in that spot, so thank you for the idea.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah, perfect. I was like, and then you were talking about the Travel Unlimited people potentially setting up.
Yes,
That I personally would be actually pretty interested in helping out them do that type of thing.
Yes.
That would be great.
Trout Unlimited will be at the environmental engagement event. I know that for a fact. I also know that they are looking for a site for their youth fly fishing and conservation camp, I believe is the title. The last place that they were using was a private property that unfortunately like stopped hosting events, and it's like a fully like pack in, pack out event. So they provide like everything, restrooms, lodging, everything that they need for the event. They just need a space. So if anybody knows of like someone with a lot of property or a park or anything like that that they think might be a good place to house like a youth camp, they are looking for something like that. I would also love to see it move to Estacada because I also want to recruit more Estacada youth. That's another thing that I'm doing in the community is I'm doing youth outreach. So I've been working with elementary schoolers, teaching them about like the water cycle, doing little activities with that. I'm going to be at the middle school, not at the middle school. I'm going to be in an after school program for middle schoolers on Friday, teaching them about like native plants. And we did like a storm drain painting event a couple of weeks ago. So also, if there are any after school programs or anything, I know some of you have kids that you think need, I don't know, time fillers, I'm happy to be that. Yeah.
They have the, do you know, there's the garden club at the middle school. Do
Oh,
you know when that is?
So I'm not for sure. They usually do it towards the end of the school year,
mhm.
towards the spring and the summer. So over fall, like everything can just kind of and grow over like because the rainy season. And that's usually when we start like picking up leaves and like trying to fix it up. But usually they have certain events, like usually they put posters around the school around the time that it starts doing it. It's early fall. I haven't seen anything around the middle school yet. I'm not sure if they have it this year because it hasn't really been much about it. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
they
you
do,
know-
they do a garden club, and the students in front of the middle school, they plant a garden and learn about plants and all sorts of things having to do with watering, gardening, bugs, you know, So that might be something you could look into.
Yeah, do you know who hosts that program? Do you know if it's like the school itself or Ant Farm or Todos Juntos?
So it was, Kalika Stanton. She was also part of the Ant Farm stuff.
Yeah.
She was the one who's like in charge of like running, like doing all the garden stuff, like
Oh,
around the
okay.
school. And they just did a plant, like they redid the planters in front of the library and then in front of like the coffee shop that's like right across from they put in like all new, I don't know if it's drought resistant plants or native plants. I think it's native plants because they're big into like the Xerxes Society or whatever, like the Bee City stuff.
Oh,
Her son does all the Bee City stuff and like
Okay.
got Estacada listed as a Bee City.
Mhm.
So they do all the gardening and stuff like that. And I can give you, I'll send you her
That would be
email
great.
and you can contact her and see what she does through the school. Cause I know she was the one who like gets them all the plants and does all that stuff for
Awesome.
them.
Yeah, and she partners, there's a teacher. I don't remember, but
Yeah, I don't
they partner with a teacher at the middle school.
Oh,
just like
good.
after- I think it's Todos Juntos,
Okay.
actually, that they partner together.
But I'll send you her and then she can tell you exactly what
Perfect.
she does.
Yeah, I've been working mostly with Todos Juntos so far, trying to start up with Ant Farm, probably in the winter, hoping to do like an invasive species removal event with the high schoolers, or a planting event, but that's a little higher budget, so we'll see how that goes.
And
Um,
I know y'all, but we did do the ivy cleanup. We did about half of the trees in Ranger Woods. So the trees that are right by the high school and the cemetery, like right in between them.
okay,
So we did about half of them last year, like 6 months ago. I was hoping to do the other half like as soon like once the rain goes away, like February, March time. Well, we were trying to do the other half and clean all the ivy out of there too. So if we could plan that together, that would be great.
oh yeah, I would love to work on that. If you have contacts, like people who control access to that area, I would be happy to do some of the coordination with that.
Perfect. Yeah. It says I went to the school board last year, and the maintenance guy, I forget his name. I have his phone number, but they were like, "Yeah, it's cool as long as you're not climbing trees or any of that stuff." They were fine with it.
As long as nobody breaks a leg. Okay.
Exactly.
As long as nobody's swinging from the vines. Oh, wait. No, that's
Oh.
literally what I did to the last one. so.
Tarzan moment.
His name is Mike Ware. Mike Ware is the
Oh,
facility.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I need to reach out. I've heard his name a couple of times with all the school stuff, and I have not reached out yet, so he's the key. Yeah, and also if you guys know of any like volunteer events like you mentioned, or like programs or anything that you think apply to like water quality or natural resources and stuff, feel free to email that to me. I'm also happy to like promote events on our social media page. Love to support the partners who are supporting us.
Perfect.
Um,
Yeah. The people I went through to get like the check for the supplies was. The hell was their name?
Oh, right. Get all that about-
There's an organization. It's. I'm
Yeah.
sure you know what it is. I just can't. I'm blanking on the name.
could it be like Clackamas River Water Providers? I know they do an education grant, or the Estacada Gardening Club donated to the city recently.
They're like they're an Oregon
A
organization.
regional org.
Yeah, it's.
I totally know who you're talking about. Oh, it's killing me.
You said the
It's the
name so
worst.
many times. They were great. They did another one too that you had
It
worked with
starts with
them.
an S.
I know, it starts with an S. They do like.
Oh,
the-
was it Sunrise?
No,
No.
they
No,
do
it's
the Earth Day
close.
cleanups and stuff. They did the big
Oh,
one in
Stall.
Sandy. Stall, yes,
Stall.
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
And
that's without the E, right?
Yeah.
SOLVE. Yep. And they actually their website's pretty good because it has like all of the events like ivy cleanups, trash removals, pretty much, and you can like find stuff in the area and like you like search by zip code and all that stuff. That's actually
awesome.
one organization, and they said they gave me $50 for all the supplies that we use. So that was a good organization to use.
Yeah, also MacGyver Park, very friendly to like collaboration and education opportunities. If you're involved with any organizations that could use the space, I have a contact for you. They're super sweet. They came out last week to do some like plant stuff with the kids, and they got very excited about all the different kinds of blackberries. So
Oh, that's awesome.
apparently there are like 7 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't take up too much more of your guys' time, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sorry, I forgot like the planning part of the event. I just pitched the event to you. I'm putting together like a whole planning strategy and everything that I'll just hand off to you guys with the contact information, like a schedule for releasing posts, reaching out to partners, updating like the poster, the social media dates, everything like that. To try and make it as accessible to you guys as possible. Because I know working on something that makes sense to someone else's brain doesn't always work for 6 people. And so let me know if there's any information that you feel like needs to be in there. I will hopefully share that with you guys pretty soon because I'm pretty much through the planning portion, getting into execution. So I feel like it'll be easier if we put together the transition plan like as I go, rather than me trying to think back to everything that I did to put it together. So hopefully I'll get that out to you guys soon, and then you can let me know what you feel like it's missing.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then next we have the trick or trot review.
I thought it went great. I mean, given the forecast, which at the time, like right up until the date, the forecast was definitely
Yeah, but then the kids were all like so sweating and hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Daughter was
No,
like,
yeah, and then it was actually like super nice out and yeah.
and then
I
it
felt-
rained like right after the
Right
event.
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, and I still feel like we had a good turnout. It was, I think it was a little smaller than other times, but it didn't really feel like it.
Yeah, it did feel a little bit small.
It was like 80 or so.
Around there, 75, 80.
Yeah,
something like
75, 80 kids showed up. That's not too
that. Yeah.
No, it's not bad.
One thing I heard a couple parents talk about was like the miscommunication with time. Well, I don't know if it was miscommunication, but like, I think we said like the event starts at 2, but the race is at 3.
Yeah.
And that was like a long time for parents to wait, I think, and kids. And I heard some people like, why would I come at 2 if we are not gonna do anything till 3, kind of a thing. So maybe just like
Maybe half an
saying-
hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Well-
saying, oh, the races starts at 3, come 15 minutes before, or something like that, because I think they expected something to start at 2 and then they were just running around and crazy.
Well, I think it was more of just like, you can come in, like, we will be there at 2.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't have to be there at 2.
Yeah.
We do.
So I
Uh,
think some
so
people
just
were
like,
frustrated by that.
Yeah, just a,
Well, the purpose too is because the year before, people were still signing waivers.
Yeah.
As the race was
Oh,
Yeah.
starting.
Okay.
So, and this year, no one was signing waivers when it started.
Right.
yeah, I mean, maybe we could change it from, instead of saying like starts at 2, we can just say like registration begins at 2.
Yeah.
And then the event is at
Race
3,
at 3,
because,
Maybe do like a close time for registration, like 10 minutes before.
yeah.
the close.
But it's just because I think if people see that registration starts at 2,
Yeah.
then that kind of tells people like, oh, I don't have to be there at 2.
You already registered.
It's just
for it,
registration
yeah.
is between, it starts at 2 and we
Well,
go until,
registration and waiver.
Yeah.
Because people register.
or
so
say, or
they
like sign in or
Yeah.
something, so.
sign.
Yeah, I just heard some parents be like, oh, I showed up at 2, I'm gonna leave and come back,
Yeah.
like,
Cause that's like a lot of like. the-
not that that was in our control.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
our
like,
vision, but,
a lot of the events,
Back.
Yeah.
I do think, I heard it too.
but like a lot of the events that I take, like my kids to, that are like that, where you register for it and then it's like, they have, an hour of sign-in or 45 minutes and
Yeah.
it's like, well, we don't have to get there
the race is
at the
until
very
3, they
beginning
can
of the
make a
window.
choice,
It's like, we
yeah.
can show up 15 minutes before the event and just like get your.
Or if we
sign-
provide, more activities or something.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I thought like having the vendors there was a good idea, but they weren't advertised. And so the feedback that I got was that parents said like, oh, I didn't know this stuff would be here. And so they didn't bring cash or, things like that. And so I think if we go that route again, like giving more details on like, oh,
for the
this is what's
vendors
going to
and
be
stuff.
available. Yeah.
Like a schedule kind of, or like
Yeah.
a info,
More detailed on the Facebook posts of like what's actually going to be.
and
there
the
stuff.
flyer too.
Yeah, on the flyer, on the Facebook post and in the actual like Facebook event too, like in the details of the event, like,
That makes sense.
and I don't know if it was put on the city website, but if it was more detail there too.
and then we'll probably need to re-up medals at least a little bit.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
next year, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll do new ones for next year, like with a different design.
Yeah.
These kids love that purple monster though.
They do love
There
the
were
purple
a lot of
monster.
kids
They're like-
arguing about who got what medals. So
Yeah.
if we could keep, I know that's so silly, but it's like to keep the peace, if we could just do one medal, I think that would be.
Yeah.
cool.
A few kids say, I already have the, like. this
Yeah.
one, this
Or
one."
like, my sibling got this one, I want this one.
Yeah, I was getting the jack-o'-lanterns returned in exchange for
Yeah.
monsters.
I think there was a lot of like, I don't want this.
Yeah,
But it's funny because they've been getting the same medal for 3
I
years.
know. We had 1 year, like, because the first year it was like the smallest number. And that was a medal we had that one time, but we still just have some left over from that one.
Maybe different colored monsters.
Or
Yeah.
just like, yeah, all the same.
Yeah.
Everybody gets the same medal.
That's all right. You can do a bunch of different ones, and they get bartered after.
Yeah,
It's
no, they
something
were trading and complaining.
Like
and-
now we're just learning the trade system.
Yeah.
This is more education than you think.
But I think it was really fun.
Good.
A lot of smiles and
Where do I put that big old monster thing that I made?
Your garage?
In the attic?
pull it out.
No, we can probably find a home for it.
Okay, so I just dropped it off at the city, be like, do what you will with this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because either
That was
Make it-
great, by the way.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know how big it is.
it's about
It's
6 by 3
Okay.
is what I would.
Do you think it would fit upstairs or in the storage?
I would say in the probably where the canopies are. Maybe we could stick
Okay.
it like in that
Yeah.
storage.
Yeah,
Yep.
it could fit upstairs.
And
but I
then-
don't
then
know
you
if
would
it
have to
could go
drag it up there.
upstairs, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it would be funnier to take it in and out of that upstairs every year.
Stick your head through the little mouth.
Yeah.
That was fun to have like a interactive photo.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
No, that made me happy seeing all the kids take
Yeah.
pictures and stuff.
A lot of people used it. A lot of people used it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe I was like, I got plenty of plywood. You could put another one up for next. You can
I
design,
could
paint a
make
different
another
one.
Honestly, I made that in a day. So
nice. That sounds-
Yeah, the kids loved it. I
I
got
could-
some cute pictures.
I could definitely make another one.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. Just there's a room right back there where they keep just whenever just bring it to the city hall and just ask them for the room, and then we just go
Okay.
back there. Call it
Cool.
a day. Yeah, I think that'll be the easiest thing.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's still sitting in the truck. My husband's been driving around with a monster in the back.
Just leave it somewhere.
Right.
It's art. Cool. Anything else?
Not about that, no.
Cool. And then, okay, so the next is the community room, the movie event. So
We're gonna need to pick a time.
we would need to pick a
Did we
time.
pick a movie?
We did not pick a movie.
That's
What's
not-
the date for that event again?
The 14th.
Yeah. And is that on the city calendar?
It's not.
Okay.
Because we haven't planned it.
Yeah, I needed movie event, exact time and like what kind of stuff is gonna be there before I can post it.
Okay.
And also.
And it can't be before 4 o'clock
Yeah, correct.
because of the citizen.
I mean, it gets dark at 4:30,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Already,
Yeah.
probably even earlier. I thought.
I think a 5 o'clock start time would be fine,
Yeah.
cause that way it's still early, you're not keeping kids up super late.
And the only I was gonna say, I was like, because there are a ton of events in the month of December.
Yeah,
I like, yeah, it is kind of it's kind of a short timeline. If we do still want to plan it, I'm cool with it. But I was just bringing it up, we could nix it this year just because.
We could always do like, couldn't we do a wintry movie in like January
I mean, we could.
when it's kind of slower?
I mean, it's,
Or-
but
I
I think,
think-
I think it's easy enough to do because we're
Sure.
just, it's a projector and some sound and yeah, and then,
And I'm gonna email all the vendors as soon as we get the time. So I'm gonna email them tonight
Okay.
to make sure they're all. I already talked to the cheerleaders and the people who are at the run, and they for
Okay.
sure can be there.
Okay.
They just need a date and time,
date
and then I can get the popcorn lady. I'll
Yeah.
email her. And if for some reason the kettle corn lady can't do it,
Mhm.
we have a different person who could also probably do popcorn. Probably
Okay.
an email, and then.
and I was thinking if we did it at like 5:30, that's, I think that drives it a little bit closer to dinner time or gives people a moment to like get food if we want to have like Christie's or something, like
Yeah.
real food there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And And then,
I was thinking about having that hot dog vendor who was at the or not the Founder's Day, but the Apple Press.
right,
I was thinking about having her as like because it's more of like a snack food. It
That's
might be
like
easier.
a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
movie snack.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
could say the event starts at 5, the movie starts at 5:30, and that gives people
I
like
was gonna
30
say, the
minutes.
Feedback from the trick or trot. for the
Yeah.
Next event,
Right.
like making sure that
Like,
all of the vendors are included in the flyer and the
And I think
post
like the
and-
more lead up we can give families, the better.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
Right.
To
it's
be able to
almost
especially
December.
plan. Yeah.
that's in
oh,
like
has
3
the
weeks.
water bill gone out yet? Or, oh, yeah,
Oh yeah. I think so.
yeah,
No,
Yep.
but there is already an insert planned. So the city newsletters and the insert this month.
okay. How much time do we have to give you info?
It would have to be by Monday.
That should be fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we can make some decisions right now. And because if we say that it's like at 5:30, there will be vendors, like,
Yeah.
or the event starts at 5, the movie's at 5:30.
Yeah,
We voted, we like wrote down movies last time.
Yeah, I told people to bring their ideas for
think we should do it.
movies.
I think Elf is like perfect.
I was gonna say.
I
that
think it
was- I've
hits
been
like a
thinking about
large
it,
audience.
Yeah,
And my choice was like either like the cartoon Grinch or Elf, but Elf is
The
so
cartoon
great.
can be kind of scary though.
and also,
Yeah,
and it's only a half an hour long, the old one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I think a good one would probably be the Polar Express.
Oh, that
Be a
one's good
really good
too.
one.
Polar
That one
Express is
fun too.
good.
Yeah. My only suggestions. I had Nightmare Before Christmas
Oh my.
or the Jim
That's a-
Carrey Grinch.
I think you get into the debate on whether or not Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Cold in the movie. It's cold
It's a
outside.
Halloween movie, but my
Yeah.
son loves it and he tries to debate me too. He's 5.
The nice thing about Elf
He
is
thinks
that
it's
it is more of a family movie, like,
is.
but
It
there
can be,
are,
like,
few-
young and older.
yeah, there are fewer
I could
adults that just
watch
feel like
that
they're
movie
sitting
on
through it,
repeat.
you know?
Yeah.
Or, you know, we could do Polar Express and make it a double feature with Die Hard, you know, all the kids go.
Oh, there you go. Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie.
It is,
How long?
There's no debate around that.
yeah.
Okay, Elf's an hour and a half.
I
Okay.
think that's perfect.
Hour and a half. How long is the Polar Express movie?
I have no clue.
I'm trying to gauge out how long it's gonna be. An hour 40, so it's just 10 minutes longer.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I'm good with either.
yeah,
I don't, either way doesn't bother me.
I moved to show Elf on December 14th.
I think they're both good, but I say Elf because I feel like that hits a larger audience in my opinion.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
The animation in Polar Express sometimes creeps me out depending on the day. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna have to go Elf. That's a bad reason,
like-
but
That
the
was good
eyes
first
set
time.
up
It was
like
good.
It'll-
first time.
it
Well,
was.
it's like the Grinch is scary. to
And,
me, like,
Elf will show up better on projector as well because there are so many darks in Polar Express and it's like overall it's a little
That's a good
darker.
point. That is a good
So-
Yeah.
point. I forgot about that part. Cause like when the bell is like coming towards that part's pretty dark. When you can hear the little ringer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do have a good projector, but it's like
It's not
the
that
the
good.
brighter
Mini
the
projector.
source material is, the
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's great, but it's not like a full on movie projector.
The room also already has the projector and audio system set up
Okay.
and it's working and it's like dead easy to set
Okay.
up. So it might be better or worse. I'm not sure what
Okay,
it
we can
is
take a
compared.
look. I have this like ultra wide short throw projector and it's super nice and like I got it from a job as like leftover and it might be better, so we'll see. I just when we do movie nights at home we have a yurt and we actually like project on like it's like 20 feet wide onto the yurt and it's pretty rad.
How does it, what kind of, like, do you have to stream onto that projector? Can it take a DVD?
You plug a dongle into the device you want to project. So if it's playing on like a laptop or like a DVD player that has a USB port or something, you push a button and it starts projecting and it's linked to the sound bar in there. The sound is probably not as good as like if you had a portable setup, but it
Yeah.
is pretty, it's pretty clear. too. So it might be worth comparing.
Yeah, and I have a sound system I could bring as well that has like a sub and everything is super clean and
Will we have enough time? Like I see that the event is ends at 4. Will that give us enough time to set up and be ready by 5?
yeah, I think so. Cause
Like with the chairs and everything and the tables and the vendors and
if we all work as a team,
teamwork.
Do you want to go to check out the room and make sure everything checks out?
yeah, I would
before?
like to do just like a AV review of everything.
Yeah, we can do that. Just tell me what kind of days are good for you. I can see when the schedule is clear and just send you in with a code.
Okay.
So we're gonna say vendors will be open at 5, movie starts at 5:30.
And the movie is Elf.
Elf, okay, sounds good.
Oh wait, sorry, did we decide that?
Uh,
Are we good with Elf?
A motion was started, but it wasn't,
Yeah,
it doesn't, it
We only got half
it
the vote.
wasn't,
I second the Elf movie.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I
Anyone
think
favorite?
I
Yeah.
agree though, we
Yeah.
should list like what vendors are gonna be there and
Yeah.
some more details on the flyer.
Yeah,
Perfect. I'll email everyone tonight. Actually, did you email the cheerleaders last time for the?
The dancers.
For the
dancers.
Yes, yeah,
oh, crescendo.
crescendo, yes,
With well, they didn't come to the trick or trot.
they did.
Yeah,
come
they
to
did,
Yeah,
the-
they did.
yeah, they did the cocoa and
Oh, I'm sorry.
cider and cookies.
Oh, okay, the cheerleaders with popcorn, the other people with it. If they want to come, if you want to email them, that would be great.
Okay, I'll see if they want to do it. I know they were a little bit discouraged from the trick or trot because I think they anticipated more people. So I'll have to see what their availability is.
I
But-
did talk to her after the fact and she seemed open to it.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I talked, it was the cheerleaders, them, and then the.
Yeah, Amanda and
That's right.
Danielle did the hot cocoa. So
Right.
Amanda's my cousin, so I'll just text her.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
okay. And setup would be at, like, what time can they come set up?
Probably like
Four-
4:30.
4:30?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine,
Goes till 4. so-
yeah, if we have it, the room starting at 4, I will go there at 4. to
think
get
we
set
can get
up,
with it.
so,
We can start getting them there. Yeah, perfect.
So
4 o'clock.
We should show up around 4 to start setting.
yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I could ask them if they would want to do like the hot cocoa and maybe like some concessions or something,
Perfect. That would be great.
like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, movie snacks. And I like the idea of the hot dogs. I feel like that's a good movie, warm, easy.
Yeah,
It's not
right.
messy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it literally was quick. That's like, I saw her at it was the Apple pressing thing. She did a great
Right.
job. She had a couple different hot dog choices and it was cheap.
yeah, quick is
and
definitely
Quick,
ideal here, so that people can
grab their stuff,
get
sit
the-
down.
show up, eat some food and then go in.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I just realized I won't be able to make it. I just scheduled my son's sleep study and it is on the 14th.
Oh.
I was like, something about the 14th is bugging me. Like before it was perfect, but literally yesterday I just scheduled his sleep study. We've been waiting for 8 months.
All
Yeah.
good.
Gosh.
I-
So,
we
if
should
I
re-
can come before, like, cause I mean, it's not till nighttime,
Right.
I'll
Oh,
help you guys set up and then I'll probably dip out.
Oh.
I
And
think-
then you can watch Elf on your phone and.
Yeah,
sit there.
exactly. And I can just feel like I'm there. You guys should just live stream for me.
Set up at 4.
4. Anything else?
Not for that.
Putting it in
no.
my calendar so don't forget.
So what do you need from us to have this go into the newsletter?
See, I have the time start. I'll probably just need like a list of the vendors that are for sure coming. And
Pending those, could we just say like,
Snacks
yeah, food,
will be for purchase or something.
yeah, food, snacks and beverages?
do the vendors that you guys usually have come out to your events, are they usually like cash only? Is that something I should?
Oh, that's true.
No, it's well, okay, you should tell me we bring cash because the dance people
Yeah.
and the cheerleaders were cash only.
Okay.
But the hot dog lady, if I remember correctly, she may have taken
Venmo or
Square or whatever it is.
Everybody does Venmo and stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I know Pam does the card because I've always bought card from her. She's the kettle.
I
corn
would
lady.
definitely add.
But I
bring
would
cash.
definitely say bring cash for
Yeah.
sure.
For snacks.
I just sent a text, so I will, I asked her if she could let me know by Sunday,
Perfect.
so I'll reach out.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Is there like a limit of people that can like, or do people need to RSVP like that they're coming, or we just hope people show? up?
There is a building limit for the Wade Creek Room of 100 people,
Oh.
and that's just
Kids and
fire code.
adults.
I feel like we'd probably be fine.
Like people bring their families, like.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't
in,
think they should like
no, I think in all reality, I
We're
think,
not
that-
gonna get to that.
yeah, I don't think we'll
Yeah.
get to 100. I mean, we might, but that'd be great. But,
Even if we got 20 kids, that would, and each kid brought two.
yeah.
Parents, that's still. not
Yeah,
very
just
many.
based on a lot of like the events that are kind of similar to this, like music things that have happened there, it's like they get, it's like you get people there, but it's not, you don't get
Big
near
turnout, okay.
limit.
Even the concert, I mean, like the most people we had sitting
Yeah.
out there had to be 120
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, and that's outdoors, like,
Another thing is the room only has 24 chairs in it. So if you need additional seating, you'll have to either tell people to bring their own, or if you have other seating to provide, you'll have to bring it with.
Could we do like the 24 chairs in the back and then say, like advertise, like you can bring a blanket to sit on?
yeah, I was thinking that would probably be like just like a better environment and stuff too, especially with kids, like give them
Yeah,
something-
because it's hard for a kid to sit in a chair for
yeah,
an hour and 40 minutes,
without
Okay,
knocking it
that's just
over
something
6
else I
times.
probably would want to mention if I do a post, like what the seating will
Yeah.
be for
Yeah.
a movie.
Bring a
Blanket or something to sit on.
yeah,
Yeah, like
something
a,
comfy
like a
to throw
low
on the
chair.
floor.
I don't, is the screen up high or?
What's it?
It's pretty much like this one. It's like right against a wall and it goes about as far as this one would on the wall.
Okay, so I
Um,
think that if people wanted to bring a chair, that it would be okay, like wouldn't have to be a lower chair, I don't think.
Yeah,
It just take up a lot of space. Like
Yeah.
if everybody brought lawn chairs, like lawn chairs are big.
What
Yeah.
if it was like those, what are they called? They're like concert.
Concert
Like
Yeah,
on
lawn.
the chair,
stadium
the
chairs.
lawn,
Yeah.
lawn
Yeah.
seats.
Mm-hmm. I think those would be okay.
There's also I may be able to reach out to someone and actually get chairs because we did that before for the Sprint into Spring one year. We got a bunch
Right.
of chairs from Jacob.
Yeah,
Oh, and because they have a trailer full of
Oh.
stuff like event stuff. I may be able to get some more chairs from him if we think that might be better.
I do think the optimal setup would probably be like putting kids on the floor and stuff.
Yeah,
like-
I think if we did 24 chairs in the back and then bring a blanket for your family to sit on the floor.
Yeah,
Having littles, that's easier.
You guys,
Yeah.
that's cool.
yeah,
That's what they always did, like at elementary school. when there
Yeah.
was a movie,
Mhm.
you just bring. your
Bring a
chairs,
blanket or
blankets,
something
pillow,
and
whatever
sit
you
on
wanna
it,
bring.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. I know. Like, I mean, that's probably what we would be planning on anyway. Like,
Yeah. My kids won't sit in a chair for an hour and 20 minutes.
Actually, yeah, it's perfect. So we'll say bring your own chair.
or bring
Or
or bring a
blanket or
not
something.
chair, but yeah, like bring
Picnic stuff.
yeah.
Picnic attire.
Pajamas. Come in your PJs.
Your Christmas pajamas.
Matching your family. Not just your family, literally, we'll post a picture of the PJs that you have to wear to get in. We'll all match.
Everyone must have this one.
We could find someone in town who probably looks like Santa.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need someone that looks like Bunny Yell.
You got a costume?
Gotta be very careful and ready to eat spaghetti with syrup.
Don't forget the marshmallows.
And
That's the best part.
And I think
And
there's,
2
like,
liters of Diet
coffee.
Coke.
Secret.
That always cracks me up. I'm like, man, I hope this isn't real. I fear it is real though.
Mhm.
I feel like Will Ferrell would do that.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be super fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anything else?
not for that.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for advertising it? So we're gonna put it in the newsletter. And then,
Social
you know,
media.
social media.
Yeah, and we'll have the city, you can do the post like you normally do, like, and make a city event and stuff.
I will be gone, but I will have someone else do it. They have no problem doing that. So it'll either be Evelyn who does community coordination, Elena, or maybe even Ellie.
Great.
So yeah, it'll be posted for sure.
And if you guys see it on Facebook and you feel like sharing it into any of
Yes.
the groups, go for it.
Yes.
Could we do like a PDF of the fly, like if we made a flyer and like post a picture of the flyer with just all the information, like a one pager kind of a thing, rather than just like type down a post?
That's
You
kind of
know?
what we did for the trick or treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love that too. Like that would make it a lot easier to coordinate with whoever's taking over my stuff while I'm gone. So if someone wants to make that and email it to me, then I can post
I
it like
can
no
do that
problem.
If
Sure,
you just
okay.
send me the information.
Perfect.
Email me
Okay, so-
all the information to include, and then I'll make a flyer this week.
Great.
And then where do we get the moving from?
The internet, I know a place.
Off record.
I'm gonna say one of the streaming apps, even though it's not illegal,
Well, yeah.
can't do
yeah.
it at school anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're not charging for it, so.
You don't charge for it at school either, and you can't do it.
Well,
That's
we'll keep it on the DL. In the newsletter, spell elf with 2 Fs. Um,
We'll have subtitles.
Yeah. No, but I can just like buy it and then download it on Amazon.
I'm sure it's on one of the.
Yeah.
Pick up a DVD, check it in.
Oh, so we'll do these like wireless movie night things. So I'll hook an RV battery up to the projector, and I bring an iPad and a battery powered sound system, that little green box, and we can be like out in the woods and do like movie night. And that's what we do. We just buy a movie, and then it's like just the iPad. It's like I don't even bring a laptop.
Just random videos, people standing up in the movie theater.
No, but it's like we'll buy a movie and download it, and then we have a little library, so
gosh.
you can like project
I used to
onto
have some as a kid.
onto the trees.
That is cool though.
But yeah, just if you email
Cool.
me this stuff either
Yes.
today or tomorrow, whenever, I can get it done by this week.
Perfect. I can do that. Great.
Alright.
And just save it as like a JPEG or a PDF and send them to you.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Candy cane hunt, not gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
We're not doing it this year, so
Okay.
we'll skip over it. It's all good.
What is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was kind of curious about this because I didn't know about this last year.
So last year we put out these little like the yard sign looking
Okay.
things that have candy canes on them, and then we
Yeah.
put like a word on the back of it on like 6 of them, and we put them in all the different parks. So you would go around and collect the 6 words from the different things. You'd make the phrase that we would make,
Okay.
and then if you brought it to City Hall, you would get a gift
Yeah,
card
like a
for
Yo
Yo
Treats card.
Treats gift
Yeah.
card or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But then the last one was 2 years ago, because last year there were, I don't remember
That's
who
right.
did it. Some other local organization did a candy cane hunt, and we're just like, oh, well, you guys are doing a candy cane hunt, and it's advertised all over, and it's just like, well,
Because it was the downtown businesses.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so that's part of why we did the movie night,
Yeah.
is because it was like, oh, well, if they're doing this candy cane hunt thing,
Yeah.
then let's do a different winter event.
Yeah.
And
That
yeah.
makes sense.
So hopefully they do it again this year.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. And then, we need to end the survey, park survey.
Yeah, so what was Melanie looking for that?
They've just been asking if there's a date or like a time frame on when the survey ends. That's pretty much the
getting
most asked
responses?
question is when does the survey end?
Last response, I'll check the online ones. It's probably been a minute since that the meters moved on that one. I had the last bunch of them, like I had a bunch of hard copy ones
Yeah.
coming in September. Is the pickleball people
Oh,
filled a bunch out for me. But if you guys, I mean, like, we could take down the signs. Probably, I mean, if people haven't
I don't think
responded
the
by
signs
now.
are really up anymore. I haven't.
A lot
seen
of
them.
people have been like kicking them around and like pulling them up. That's kind of why I've been asked if there's
sounds
an
about
end
right.
date for the survey, because
Yeah.
I think a couple of them have gone missing or
Yeah, like
have
the one
been
that-
So
uprooted.
the one I put up went missing same day.
the one by our house is gone.
Kids.
They really.
Can we just close the survey? I mean, like, if
Yeah,
you're
I
not
mean-
getting active responses anymore anyways.
I'll double check. As long as I haven't got any active responses, it's cool. I'll grab the rest of the signs that are around.
Yeah,
and-
and then
Yeah,
moving
I was gonna say,
forward,
do
they
we-
just want you to start like reflecting on the information that you got from it and seeing how that'll be utilized, but probably for like mostly next year.
Yeah, I was gonna
Presentation
ask
in
Melanie
January.
if she just wanted the data or if she wanted like access to it to be able to. Because so what I'm gonna do is all I need to do is take the hard copy ones and enter them into the survey site. And then I'll have all the data sitting on the Google surveys, sheets, whatever. So I can extract all that data and just send it to Melanie. Or I could just give her access to it and let her grab all the data herself. Either way, I don't care.
I don't know what she would prefer, so yeah, just
I'll email her.
communicate with her.
I am a little curious about,
I want to see
Take it-
what it says.
yeah, taking the results and feeding it to an LLM to like develop to come up with priorities and insights. So,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well then what I'll do is I'll get all the hard copy stuff in like probably next week. And then
At our next meeting, can we like go through?
yeah,
the-
yeah, you can do that. I'll send you guys the access to it so you guys can all look at it and see what's in there and
Yeah.
see what
we
people
can
said. I can do
discuss it.
that. No problem.
Cool, so December then,
Sure.
so I guess it's officially closed.
Yes, it's cool. Well, like I said, we'll probably go pick up the signs and do all the stuff. Yeah, it's all good.
Should we announce like last week to take the surveys and then it closes on Sunday or something? Or do you think people are just done?
If we want, we could just have them share the link via Facebook and then see if anyone still wants to do it. You just be like, hey, you guys can still, this is still open, you guys can still do it. If no one does it, then we just call it a day.
We
I mean,
don't
it's-
have
yeah.
to like say. the
Yeah.
Survey's closing.
If people want to do it or willing to do it, then it's either they've done it already or they
Yeah.
have no idea that it's happening and
I was definitely pushing.
How many
on some
responses
people.
do you think?
200. I think.
Oh, nice.
Probably about 200.
yeah, that's a good,
That's good.
that's a good
enough.
sample.
Yeah. Yeah, I think last I checked online, I had 100 and something, and then I probably have like 80 or so hard copy
Yeah.
ones.
Nice.
So yeah,
A lot of voice.
it'll say, you know what? I'm glad people were willing to
lot of people
put
have
some
stuff to
ideas
say.
down and stuff. I am appreciative of that. Because without it, we don't know what people want
Yeah.
the city to do.
And then with that survey, we're taking that and making decisions, or what is the point of that survey, I guess?
Yeah.
So in the upcoming year, they will likely do an update to the Parks Master Plan for
Okay.
the city of Estacada
Based on the feedback.
based on the feedback. Hope, you know, they'll take that into consideration when they're doing the like
Who does it? City council?
city council.
Okay.
Like it's like it'll be a joint thing between like probably the planning department and city council and we were like I said, we had a few talks about the SDC stuff and what's with the city council. And I'm glad we did because we probably pushed them in the right direction. So the more input we can give about like what we want to see, like with the parks and stuff like that, I think the better. It's been, I don't know, 7, 8 years since the last update to the master plan.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that's like is ready to get crossed off, it's done. They don't need to worry about it anymore. And like they need new priorities.
Yeah.
Like what
Cause the last one was.
Well, and I feel
Yeah.
like so many new families just in the last year or two. have
Right.
voices to share, you know, that they need stuff or want stuff, and so to make sure that they're heard.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we also need to reschedule December's meeting.
do we want to do a December meeting?
I mean.
Yeah, if you guys
Okay.
decide that you don't want to do a meeting next month, we can totally exit. I just need a decision on it because it is an absolute holiday, so.
We can take a
Yeah.
holiday break, it's all good.
December 25th, what's going on then?
Nothing.
I
Is that what the actual day of? the
Yeah.
meeting
Yeah.
is? Okay.
Like
yeah, I
I'm
think given the amount of events in December, I'd be okay with.
Yeah,
mixing it.
December's
a holiday
always
break.
crazy.
That's cool. Yeah.
Holiday, okay, so January.
Yeah, yeah.
So is there anything that we needed to discuss for December? To make
No, I
sure
mean,
it's taken
just
care
that
of
I
now.
am still hunting down the date for course certification for sprint in spring.
Okay,
Mostly because just gets weather. Cause we need a dry stretch to have them come out and do it, so.
Yeah.
And we don't really have a real dry stretch in the forecast
I
right
don't, I
now.
don't know when you're gonna.
Yeah,
The stuff we'll have coming up is the new sprint into spring with
Yeah.
the certified course, the Earth Day event.
Mhm.
If we do an Ivy cleanup, it'll probably be in the springtime. So
Yeah.
really, we don't have anything, I mean,
Like in January.
January, February, even, March. Maybe we'll dive into cleanup in March, like around that time.
We should pick a new Arts in the Park date and just get that on the calendar.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you guys wanna,
Cause May 4th was the one that is taken.
I thought it was May 4th. I could be wrong.
Star Wars Day.
Yeah. I better see some green lightsabers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
nice.
Okay, so
Did you want us to set up a booth and like have an activity for the kids too?
Anything like planet related, my focus is like water, but you guys have a topic you're inspired by?
Keeping our parks clean.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys think about,
Would it be too much
Uh,
to do it the day before or
I think
Or-
so.
the day before Mother's Day? Kids getting last
That could be good.
Mother's Day gifts.
that's true.
That is a good idea.
That's all good.
May 10th.
May 10th?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I won't be here. I'll be in Disneyland for my daughter's 5th birthday.
That sounds way more fun.
We don't need, and that's a, it's a couple canopies. We don't set up too
Yeah.
much for that event, so, we don't need everybody there.
Yeah. Yeah, it sets up pretty fast.
Are you guys cool with May 10th? I mean, we can just put it as a preliminary date and then when,
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best one right now because April 26th that's Easter weekend.
Yeah.
And then you've got this event and then May 11th is
Yeah,
Mother's Day. And there is something to having an event that allows some last minute shopping, which is not the worst idea.
Yeah.
people like crafty stuff for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Wait, Easter's on the 20th.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I see what happened. I picked the 26th and I was looking at the beginning of the week.
Okay, I was like, wait, is my calendar wrong? So May 10th.
Yeah, 20, but the, and then Sprint and Spring, I think was April
April
5th.
5th, yeah.
Yeah. I have 5th.
Or I'm gone that following weekend. So yeah, 26th or April 26th or May 10th. April is usually rainier.
Yeah.
We've had better luck in May.
I'm good with May 10th.
Yeah. I don't see an issue with May 10th.
Yeah, well, okay, like I said, we'll pencil it in for there. If something happens at the next week, if we figure out we need to change it, it's all good.
Okay. May 10th.
Okay. Cool. Any,
Is there any way to add something just really simple to the city calendar so that no one books something? Because I know I've been finding that a lot of people, when they are planning events around town, they look at the city calendar to make sure there's no conflicts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I could
true.
totally make a posting on the
Yeah.
city calendar. That's really easy, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's Arts in the Park, May 10th, and we could just reuse any details we've had for.
Speaking of calendar, this is not one of the things on the agenda, but my mom brought it up and I thought it was a great idea. So there are so many events that are happening like from all the different commission or all the different what are we called?
commissions? Yeah, yeah,
Commissions.
yeah.
Commissions, yeah. If we could have like one calendar, even if it's not like the city calendar, if we can just have like an event calendar for the year, like for this next year of any events that are happening, just so like it's all in one place. I feel like, because otherwise you're looking at Estacada Parks and Rec for some events and then downtown for some events. Like, and maybe there is one that I just don't know about. There is.
There is one that I've seen. I don't know who designs them. I'll have to
Okay.
get some more information, but there is like a city calendar door hanger that somebody prints.
Okay.
I think it's either the city or someone makes them for us, but
Okay.
it has like an entire list of like major events that are happening for the city. And I think
how
it's
does that get
double-sided.
Distributed.
That was the downtown commission, right?
Yeah.
It might have
Connie
been.
and them.
Possibly,
Ultimate
yeah.
guts,
Like,
yeah.
if we could add like all the commissions events, at least, of course, things pop up here and there, but like all the things that we already have penciled in for all the commissions, just like in one place where you
Like a
could like,
commission calendar.
yeah, because it's really hard to keep track of all the Facebook events and, the posts of like, oh, I heard this is sometime, but when is it, So,
Yeah,
I
rather
think
than
that's
like a
what the-
printed.
I think that's what the city calendar is meant to do.
okay,
And
how
that's,
do you
that-
access that? Just on the website?
yes, on the website.
Okay.
And that's also why I'm like trying to harp a little bit on making sure it's in there, because that way there is a place where all the commissions can have everything in there and not step on each other's toes.
Where are you finding that? I'm trying to go.
I do like the idea that you were saying that somebody already
Oh,
does, but like
events.
listing just the events, like May 4th, this is what's happening, May 5th, instead of like going month by month. If maybe like, I don't know if the city can put that in like in the January, water bill or something, like these are the events happening this year or something.
I think
you
that
can
would be-
Stick on
yeah.
the fridge,
Yeah.
it's hard to navigate all the different events.
I think that would be something that would be really useful.
Okay.
So I'll definitely see if I can have something designed,
Okay.
or if I can make something like that. So
And then just
I'll-
like, even if it just went out in January in the water bill, and then you could tape it on your fridge and have, of course, stuff is gonna pop up, but like all these events that we already know for this next year to just have in one place, like a list of events.
Yeah,
and
I think it'd be a
times.
good idea for us to make something like that. So we could totally do something like that, because I think in the past summer too, we did some door hangers for like water conservation. So if we do something like that again, that'd be something really easy that we could
Yeah.
include. So I'll definitely coordinate with some people and see if we can design something.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, I mean, like anything that is planned is.
Is in there. Okay.
And where do you just access it on
It's
the
not,
website?
but it's not like a legit calendar. It's just like little things of like the events.
It's in like a feed format.
Yeah.
So it's not like a.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I just meant like it, like you were saying with the like list of like, these are all the dates, these are the
Yeah.
events, just like a clear cut list, doesn't have to be fancy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think online would be helpful too, because I know what you guys are talking about. There is something that gets sent out. I lose it. I'm not a I am a paper person to
But if it
write.
was like a PDF that was sent out,
Yeah.
and you could also just post it on like the city council website or city
Exactly.
website or Facebook, like
Something that's edible. too,
events
like,
that are
so you can
happening this
edit
year,
as
looking
needed.
forward to.
Yeah, I
this.
think like
'cause-
even a cohesive PDF like
Yeah.
linked somewhere on the calendar would even
Yeah,
be a lot
because
more
the
helpful.
website,
Yeah,
I've
so you
seen
can hide-
those,
so you
there,
can
they,
destroy it.
that, and that's hard to navigate.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
then
Yeah,
write.
it's like very list oriented,
Even
so
just like a bullet, black and
Yeah.
white bullet.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Clicking and cheap.
Any other stuff? All good?
I think we're good.
Great. Okay, we can adjourn the meeting. Thank you.